Capricorn, the message that I'm getting for you for the month of February is all about health. It's about finances, every aspect of your life where you are making changes that are actually going to work in your favor. Let's take a look at the sun, moon, and rising sign of Capricorn, or wherever Capricorn is in your placement. So the card that came out for you is the Fool card. Now, the Fool card is taking a risk and taking a leap of faith that whatever is coming your way, you're going to jump into it. But this card can go two different directions, Capricorn. This can be the old version of you that would take a leap of faith and make wrong moves. So it's like you took a risk on this and it backfired, and then you jumped into that and it backfired. Going into a new job, a new location, whatever it was for you, relationship, okay, and it backfired because you did not do the research. You are being divinely guided to do the research before you take the leap of faith. Plan on the change. Plan on making this new switch up in whatever is going on. But when you research it, you're going to see, I can have this option. I can go this direction. This could happen. If you're traveling, you want to make sure that you have backup plans, things like that. Now that you have all the information you need, you can take that risk and have absolute confidence. That's what the Fool card represents, is 100% confidence, especially because of all the things that you've been through, not just in your past, in the present moment of what you may be experiencing as well. It's time for you to take that leap of faith and go into this new aspect of Capricorn. It's like a sense of empowerment. I got this. I know. I don't know when. I don't know how. I don't know where. I don't know who. I just know it's en route to me. Some of you may have been meditating and really working on connecting your consciousness and your unconsciousness together. When we do that, we connect with the divine. And that's what I feel you've been doing, is learning how to connect to your inner self, to make decisions on your own. You may have been actually swayed by a lot of people to make decisions that did not work out for you. I'm not a Capricorn, but I've had that happen where I listened to them, even though my gut's saying, no, don't do it. And I listen to them and it backfires, right? But the Fool card is a beautiful card. This is a clean slate. Now let's go further. Let's look at your foundation. We're going to look at family and friends around you. Then we'll move into the section of romance, a little dab on romance, and then I'll give you the guided message at the end. So when it comes to your foundation, a lot of you have been looking at a different way of lifestyle. You have been searching for new recipes, new ways to have proper health, okay? I also feel this is health of finances, health of education, health of food, fitness. It's like healthy, everything healthy planning, all of it. But it didn't come without this, all right? You have the Five of Wands, and this is being indecisive. Basically what I just said, right? Where you may be listening to other people is creating some confusion. That's what the Five of Wands means, where we're at an empath in our head. We're at a struggle in what direction to go. That's when we can be tempted to go and listen to somebody else without doing the research. That's being foolish. And your big card for the month, your big message for the month is be the fool who has done the research. So if you're in conflict on which direction to go, you're going to see the way to go. By the second week of February, you're going to be feeling much better. For some of you, this is an investment that hasn't come through, okay? And remember, I see the visions. I hear it, see it, feel it. It comes through me. These messages come through me. I don't even remember what I tell you when I leave, but I'm multitasking while I'm in these sessions, right? So when I look down, that's the past. This is the present. This is the future. This has not happened yet. And you'll see my eyes move around. That's what I'm looking at. The hearing is on the right side. So my right side. So I just feel that there is this situation coming where somebody's going to present an option, an idea. Be very, very mindful of this individual. I think they look good, What I'm seeing is this person looks the part. They look great. They look trustworthy. This looks like somebody anyone would trust, but they are not trustworthy at all. It could be the King of Cups, all right? It may be a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, but it doesn't have to be that zodiac sign. The King of Cups represents somebody who's very jolly and very happy, and that's exactly what I just described to you in the vision. Somebody who's very like you would feel like you could trust them. Really good at talking. They really, in the upright position of the tarot card, the meaning of this individual is somebody who is truly happy. Like they got it going on. They know what's going on in their life. There's a little gnat, if you see it flying around. It won't leave me alone. But if it's in reverse, that's when you got to watch out. That's an emotional manipulator. This is somebody who can really take advantage of your kindness. So be very mindful on this individual that's coming in. For some of you, you have an opportunity coming in to create money, to create abundance, what you need when you need it, right? What you need when you need it. That's abundance, being joyful, being happy. That's what the King of Cups represents. So be very careful. If you feel at a crossroad like this, do some more research. Search the person, find out, find their friends. Do a little bit more research on a lot more on the investment that they want you to participate in. For some of you, that is real estate, all right? That is a new place to live, an apartment. If you're retired, you're looking for maybe a community to live in. Be very mindful of who you're dealing with, all right? Very, very, very. Look, you have the Ten of Swords and it's in the reverse and you've really been betrayed by people. So you can identify with this. If you can identify with what I was just talking about, put a message in, put in the comment, okay? Say, yeah, I get it. That's all you need to say. Remember, you must take action to create the energy shift around you so that you can start merging into this beautiful energy that's coming in. The Fool energy is good energy. It's really good. But you've got to understand that you have to come out of this, let go of what happened in the past, and you will be able to be set free from being indecisive on what direction you want to go. For some of you, this is a whole different scenario where this may have been family that did this to you, past memories, a dream of yours that I feel for some of you, a little gnat, they're so natty. For some of you, this is something that you wanted to do forever since childhood. And it has to do, it may very well have to do with creating money to come in. I do see there is money option attached to it, and I feel it has to do with cartoons or drawing, maybe writing children's books or a cartoon, like a comic, like comics, okay? This is going to be a really exciting moment for you where you might feel like your dream is ended. I can't do that anymore. And that's not true. You can do this as a hobby. You don't have to do it for income unless you're looking for income. Then you want to come into this situation from a different aspect so that you can produce money. But I feel it's going to anyway for what I'm seeing. And this hasn't happened yet, but I do see that you are already aware of it. Now remember, this may be you and maybe your partner. This could be your grandson. This may be your next door neighbor that we're talking about, but somehow it has to do with Capricorn in here. You've got some beautiful energy going on, and some of you, I feel, have gone through a lot that has changed your body functioning. Okay, and when I'm talking about overall wellness of you, your overall mental wellness, emotional wellness, physical health, verbal health, and definitely spiritual health. So this is like a recalibration of you, and then you're going to be the Fool, and you're probably almost there now for some of you where you've eliminated things. Definitely some of you have eliminated dairy. I'm hearing the word chalk. Okay, I don't know what that means. I'm hearing the word chalk. You may have been eating something that has the base foundation of chalk, whatever that ingredient is in it, and it is in some food products, or maybe you need to look at your food products. I can't remember the name of it. Put a message in there if you know what I'm talking about. There's certain foods that have the same substance of like chalk, and it may be bothering your system. This may be going through and cleaning out everything, like clearing out your organs, your digestive system, like doing an absolute cleanse, okay? But it is time for you to make this new direction in diet in all of those areas, the mental, physical, emotional, spiritual bodies within, which represents all of the elements that we talk about, and you are of earth. So this has everything to do with you as a zodiac sign, as a person here on earth, what your soul purpose is. Those of you looking to get into the industry of health and fitness, I feel that you're going to be very successful. If you are already in the industry, there's a change coming that you're going to initiate this change, and things will begin to prosper. You may be on the cusp of understanding what's going on in the outside world, getting ready to make changes that will keep your business open and keep people healthy. But it's going to be very, very positive. Let us know if that's you. All right. Now let's take a look at your family and friends. Okay. This 10 of Swords and this 5 of Wands. Some of you, that energy is coming from family and friends around you. Remember, I have mentioned that some of you have been influenced by the wrong people. Now, sometimes people do this on purpose. They'll tell you, don't do that, do this. But they don't know what they're talking about because they haven't had the education behind it. They haven't had, I like people telling me, that I don't do this, or I don't believe in that, or you're going in the wrong direction. And it's like, you don't even understand who I am or what I'm really talking about. Let's say you want to be a teacher, and I do see this for some of you. You want to be a teacher and everybody's telling you how to be a teacher, but they're not a teacher. They don't have the education. They don't have the skill set. So pay very close attention to whoever is around you when it comes to family as far as what is going on. You have somebody returning into your life. You have the Judgment card, making a final decision whether you want to cut somebody out of your life or actually bring them back in. But I am seeing there is this reunion. Now, it may be virtually, it may be by phone, not necessarily in person, okay? But I am seeing you communicating with somebody. I see their face, so I feel it's virtual, where you're communicating with somebody about something that took place in the past, and you're clearing out the cobwebs of that situation. I feel there was no closure on that. It was just whatever, and you guys broke apart. Or one ran away. One didn't want to end, they didn't want to actually have a healthy conversation, as so many people do. This Judgment is a moment in time for you to pull back your power as a Capricorn, as a person, as a human being here on earth, and it is going to move you right into your soul purpose. Right into your soul purpose. So this communication, whether you want them in your life or not, it doesn't matter. The effort that they're making is going to empower you, right? Knowing that they're reaching out by listening to this and you're like, they want closure. I don't need it. Maybe you don't. Maybe you want to hear them. Maybe they didn't mean it, right? So it's like it's going to be different for each of you. But there is something attached to that. You have the Sun card. And the Sun card is about letting your inner child become free. Setting yourself free from whatever happened with this individual is going to be the biggest asset. Truly, it's just going to move you right into your soul purpose. Now, the Sun card is one of the best cards in the tarot deck. The Sun is about enlightenment. It's about health. It's about wellness in every aspect of your life, like I just spoke about, overall in your foundation. And that's what I mean. This individual is going to be able to help you get things in alignment. Now, with the Sun card, I feel some of you, actually, this person, it could be a Leo, it may be a Virgo, it can be any zodiac sign. I really hate to dive in on the zodiac signs because it's about the person and they vary. And most of us don't know somebody else's rising sign or their moon sign. We just know their sun sign. So whatever is attached to this individual, it could be two people for some of you. Maybe it's a family situation. Oh. For some of you, it looks like it's a family situation where you were the outcast. You were the one that got picked on. You were the one that somebody used to throw temper tantrums. I don't know if that's you or them. And this may have come from childhood, but this is a childhood issue that blocked your inner child from feeling the sovereignty that we have when we have that spiritual sovereignty inside of us, where we can make decisions on our own, where we trust ourselves as we go forward. Check out Rising Through Ascension. I'm posting that article over the next few days. That's my newsletter. It's free, or you can join the paid. It's up to you, but check it out. The link will be in here. This is a really beautiful point of time for a reconciliation within you, is what I'm hearing. Again, the mind, the body, and the soul. Very, very healing energy, very much a growth, a lot of growth for the sign of Capricorn in all areas of life. You have the victory card. Whatever happens in this situation is going to make you feel like you are accomplished. You have achieved something, even if it means saying no. You have achieved something. You have learned how to say the word no. You have learned how to say, I'm not going to listen to them if they were emotionally manipulative, like with that King of Cups that I discussed. Whoever this person is, it's going to, again, release your inner child. The inner child is the one that allows us to laugh, to have fun, to bring in the beautiful energy of life again. We were all born here to enjoy life. That is why we were put here. That is part of our soul purpose, is to enjoy every day and live life to the fullest. This situation is going to actually put you in that state of mind. And you may even understand on a deeper level the power of the mind, the freedom. So at one point, I worked for a company where the guy was... he would always, in presentations, he would always kind of like pick on me, harass me, bully me, but it was always in the, I have to be careful what I say, the X way, blank X way, where I was humiliated. He would say things that were so derogative, I would be humiliated. He did this. And so I went in and I wrote a letter. I resigned. I quit. And here's why I quit. Now, there was a number of people in there, and when they went and asked, they knew there was like a lawsuit on the verge. This was years ago. This was like 20 years ago. But for me, what that did, the power of taking action, the power of saying, no, I am not going to do this. I will not tolerate this. It cut it off. I didn't have any kind of that blank X type situation again for years, and it was very minuscule because I took the power and I nipped it in the bud. And when we do that, when we face on the fear, when we face on the bully, when we face that situation that happens over and over again, it changes our life. And that's what I see coming through for you. Now, I'm not going to pull a different card because I see this beautiful Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. This is reestablishing passion. This is you in this situation. Some of you are going to find a soul family, whether it is your birth family, your personal family, or new people that you don't know. There is a community of people around you, and it is going to be considered family. Okay, it's very, very lovely. So if you've been feeling alone, it's time for you to take action. Wands are about action. Creating a community around you, joining a community around you, that is you taking action. It doesn't usually just fall in our lap. everything we do, we see the vision, we see the creative idea, okay, and then we take the action to make it happen. Now, for another group of you, when I was talking about the comic books, I feel somebody in your family is going to help spark the idea. They may say, oh, remember when you were little, or when we were younger, we used to blank, blank, blank. And all of a sudden, you just get this idea where you're writing or you're creating. I keep saying a comic, like a comic series, a strip line comic series. Let me know if that's you. All right, you guys, you've got some ups and downs when it comes to family, but very positive ending by the end of the month. You're creating something. A new community, a new family, new friends. You are starting something brand new that is going to make you feel fulfilled in your heart and in your soul. And it's going to let your inner child sing and soar. Now let's take a look at love. Okay, romance. We're going to look at romance. For some of you, I feel you're in a situation where you're in an actual relationship, and I feel that you've been apart from each other, a distance. That can be under the same roof, but one sleeps in one room, or you guys you're on two different ends of the house. You walk by each other like you don't exist. I feel there is a conversation coming in the month that's really going to help turn that situation around. Look, you have the Three of Cups. This is joy. This is celebration. This is you and them coming together and creating something that's actually abundant. This is love in the purest form. So it's like a reconnection between you and that partner. Now, I am seeing 6. This can be 6 months of you not engaging with each other. It could be 6 years of you having a relationship that was dull and boring and disconnected. But I see it coming back around again. Now, for some of you, I feel you're going to be invited to a party, and that party is going to help set things in motion. Something is going to come through. It's almost like in the movies when you see the angel that nobody knows is really an angel, and he goes, and he makes somebody fall down, and then they fall on top of the woman, and then they fall in love. Okay, so it's kind of like one of those things where this is going to be divinely guided, so you don't know. Make sure you say yes to any event, any offer, any invitation, and your partner is going to have to as well. This is going to help bring the two of you together, especially if it's a celebration, a birthday party, any kind of celebration. All right. Now we have the 8 of Pentacles. Some of you need to do some massive work on your relationship, and you probably already know that. This is a new group. But what I'm seeing is somebody is working too much. You or your partner is working a lot, and I feel the other partner is not. Has nothing to do with children at home. It's like one person has like maybe a part-time job, or low-key, low-energy job, low-paying job where they're not under the gun, and the other person, I feel, has a lot of pressure. They may have 2 or 3 jobs. It's like lopsided, basically, is what I'm seeing. But through this month of February, as you roll into March, I feel there's going to be a little bit of a turnaround. The person who's not putting in as much effort is going to put in more effort. If you're a stay-at-home parent, this might be you getting a job online. This is you doing something, bringing in kids, having a little daycare, driving people's kids and dropping them off, but you're getting compensation for it. Something like that, where it's more conducive to your situation. It fits the narrative of you and your partner. But it's also going to be perfect timing, because this person, I feel, is going to be able to reduce that load on them. Now, this may be mental, okay? It might be them under a lot of mental stress because they're being responsible, and it's really hard for them. And this is going to lighten the load, okay? Now, for those of you who are looking for romance, I am actually seeing Paris. Let me know if you're going to Paris. I'm in Spain. Hello, we'll say hello across the ocean. And France is amazing. And I feel this is where you're going to meet him. And if you've been there, you know what I'm talking about. The history, the culture, the buildings, the structure. It is very romantic. And the food. You'll like the food there. But that's where I feel you're going to meet them as well. You're traveling. Let us know if you are traveling. It's extremely romantic. Really, truly it is. I feel that the two of you are going to have a by chance meeting. Maybe it is a little divinely guided, right? But it just like the two of you bump in. I'm seeing a coffee shop. Now, France has the most incredible pastries. I'm telling you, they are amazing. I haven't been everywhere. I've just been to a few countries. This is my life dream, and I live very, very cheap so that I can do this. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to do it. And that's what I feel you're doing. Whoever this is, it's an investment. So you may actually be a digital creator, you may be a digital nomad or applying for a visa, actually looking to make the move, but you're going to meet somebody when you're out and about, and it's going to be quite interesting, whether it's local or not. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get your guided message from Archangel Michael, from my guides and my intuition. Capricorn, you have this unbelievable magnetic personality in the month of February. Even if you've been on a low vibration, your whole life is getting ready to change because something in you is changed. You feel your inner connection. You've become one, where one side of your brain is over here and the other side is over here, feeling overwhelmed, feeling over emotional. But all of a sudden, it's like you learn how to bring this together. And when you bring this together, life gets good again. It's all about you being in the right place at the right moment within. Your connection to source is what gives you the independent to make the choices on your own that is unique just for you. But not only does it affect you in your life, it'll affect everyone else around you. I see very positive directions because of the work that you've done. Well done for getting up and taking action. You've done a great job. You no longer need us by your side because you know how to connect directly to source all on your own. This is a beautiful turning point for Capricorn where you're going to show the world who you are and be fearless. There won't be any shaking. There won't be any quivering inside your body of taking the next steps that you need to take. You will be brave and strong as you always have been, merging with the air of consciousness and merging with the earth of subconsciousness. This is a beautiful alignment for you to make life changes that are going to be playing out the rest of the year. If you fall, if you feel scared, if you feel you can't get up, call upon your guides, call upon your angels around you. Me, my team will be there to help you get realigned with the divine. All right, Capricorn, I hope you have an amazing February. I look forward to reading your messages in the comments, and much love.